Bonjour tout le monde. Good morning, hope we're all well. Monday morning here again and it's assembly time. I really hope you've all had a lovely weekend. Not so good weather really, was it, this weekend? Saturday, not good at all, but Sunday a little bit better. So I hope you've all managed to get out and get some fresh air. I also hope you've all managed to do all your learning this weekend and learnt your spellings and done your reading. And there'll be a 10 times tables test for us all this week at some point in Key Stage 2 upwards. So I hope you've all been busy practising those, because remember, whatever it is you practice, you will get better at, whatever it is. So keep practising and keep practising those spellings. So, what is our theme at the moment? I know lots of you have been busy practising this and practising saying it, and as I come around school, lots of you are telling me all about it. So, hands up, what is our theme at the moment? What are we thinking about? Well done. TEAM. Together. Everyone achieves more. And that's what we've been thinking about, how we're working together as a team, how we're pulling together, how we're making our school a better place, simply by being in it and contributing, so that the whole, what we are together, is greater than the sum of the individual parts, so that each of us together is stronger by being part of the St. Peter's team. So I'm going to read you a story this morning about somebody who thought they were far too great to be part of a team. They thought they could do it all by themselves. They thought they were the most important person in the whole wide world and didn't need anybody else to be part of their team. But as you can imagine, it didn't quite work out that way, did it? Okay, so the very important man. Once upon a time, there was a very important man who was always very, very busy. He spent all his time going to very important meetings and seeing very important people and making very important decisions. When he first became important, the man was actually quite nice. Nice, kind, helpful to his wife, his children, and the people who worked with him. But as the man became used to being important, he started to get quite impatient and cross and bad-tempered and bossy. He ordered everyone about. He didn't care about their feelings, and he never had time to spend on anyone but himself. He actually became quite selfish, and he thought nobody mattered but him. We've talked about the word selfish before, haven't we? The word selfish meaning that you put yourself first and you're the most important thing. And actually we talk about the opposite of that, being selfless. Then actually where we think about other people and we recognise that other people have a part to play in our lives too. But this man was actually quite selfish, thought about himself all the time. Well, one day his wife decided that the time had come to teach him a lesson. She wrote down on a piece of paper all the little jobs that people did to make the most important man's life easier. Paul. He looked after the car and kept the engine working properly. Bill. He cleaned the office, emptied the rubbish bins, cleaned the wash basins and the toilets. Sylvia. She answered the telephone and made sure that his pencils and paper and scissors and sellotape were all in the right place. And herself. Well, she made his breakfast, his dinner, his tea, ironed his shirts, washed his socks. And then she asked him, "Do you think all these people's jobs are important as yours?" "As important as my job?" he shouted. "Certainly not. How silly. My job is the most important job in the world. Those other jobs, they're not important at all." His wife thought he might say that. So secretly she went to see Paul and Bill and Sylvia. The next day, the important man got up and went downstairs for his breakfast. "I'm sorry," said his wife, "there's no breakfast made today. I've got more important jobs to do." The man was astonished, but he went without his breakfast. Then he went outside to get his car. Are you predicting what might happen? I'm sorry, said Paul. I haven't cleaned your car, and it isn't going very well, and actually it's run out of petrol. But I've got more important other things to do to look after your car. The man had to walk to work. When he arrived at work, he walked into his office, and his eyes nearly popped out of his head. The rubbish bin was overflowing. There was dirt everywhere. All his pens, pencils and papers from his desk had disappeared. The telephone was ringing. 2 important visitors were sitting in the chaos, waiting to be seen. Where's Sylvia? Where's Bill? Said the important man. I'm sorry, said Sylvia from the doorway. I can't answer the telephone. I've got more important things to do. Oh, I'm sorry, said Bill from the doorway. I haven't had time to tidy up. I've got other important things to do. At last the man understood. Oh dear, I'm sorry, he said. All the jobs that you do, they're just as important to help me do my job. All the little things in life are important, and I've been too selfish to notice. And then he went home to his wife and his family and told them he was sorry too. And from that day on, he never forgot the small things and the other people who were just as important as he was. And that's the thing about being part of a team. Together, everything gets done. But on your own, there's too much to do. So actually, being part of a team makes everybody's life better. Everybody can cooperate and everybody gets the benefit of being part of that team, so that the whole is in fact greater than the sum of its individual parts. And that's a really important message that I want us to remember this week when we're thinking about our team. If you drop your pencil on the floor, who's going to pick it up for you? You need to pick it up for yourself so that the whole of the classroom is tidy. If you go into the toilets or if you go into the bathrooms and you pull lots and lots and lots of paper towel, there's going to be none left for anybody else. So actually we need to think about other people and the actions that we take and just start to think less selfishly and more selflessly, so that we're actually considering other people. Hands together, eyes closed. Help us, God, to remember the importance of the little everyday things. Help us to never look down at other people and never to think of them as less important than us. And make us know that everybody is important to you. Amen. And let's say the Lord's Prayer together. Our Father, who art in heaven, hallowed be thy name. Thy kingdom come, thy will be done on earth as it is in heaven. Give us this day our daily bread, and forgive us our trespasses, as we forgive those who trespass against us. And lead us not into temptation, but deliver us from evil. For thine is the kingdom, the power, and the glory, forever and ever. Amen. Have a lovely day, and remember that we're all part of the team. We're all sharing, we're all supporting each other, and we're all looking out for each other at St. Peter's, and we're making this the best team possible. Who is ready now to go off to? That's right, learn, sparkle and shine. Have a great day. Hopefully I'll see you around.